Good afternoon. This is Rich Nelson with Allendale covering the wrap-up commodity comments. Today is Wednesday, June 22nd of 2011 here. Certainly a massive day here and a lot of confusion more than answers in the trade's mindset here. Corn down 30 cents for all contracts from July through March. This is the lowest close of this downtrend, which started earlier this month. Soybeans down 18.5 and wheat down 36. A lot of kind of confusing stories out here, but we're going to cover a few of these topics right now and then cover some bigger picture issues and raise some bigger picture questions that we need to start informing you about here. Certainly for the near term, we do have some slightly supportive issues here, which maybe should have provided some support today. The fact that weather, we still have this more or less heat wave coming through in the 2-week time period here, with temperatures reaching 90s in some areas, possibly even low hundreds. Also supportive, this morning's ethanol number here, 901,000 barrels per day for last week's ethanol production. That puts us back above the pace we need to beat USDA's hopes here for ethanol. So certainly that's a little supportive too. Also, you hear reports about some dams along the Missouri River going to open up even more. Pretty much release some more floodwaters. So that's also some concern there. Kind of countering that, you do have some short-term bearish issues. The fact that USDA has not confirmed any of those rumors yet about China possibly buying U.S. corn. A secondary issue here is a lot of the financial firms are now saying, even though that Greece may have passed that confidence vote, they are still very concerned about Greece's ability to pay in the coming years. So those are the kind of issues in front of us here. But honestly, are those really the issues which are driving this market right now? We did see massive liquidation here today, of course, but let's look at some bigger picture issues here. Look at corn acreage, for instance. For the June 30th planted acres, 3 of the past 4 years, USDA has actually raised acres, and those were surprises to the market at that time. So can USDA be ready, prepared to throw us for a loop here on the June 30th acreage report? That's a very valid concern. Keep in mind, though we do have late planting issues here, there's a very strong correlation between price rallies from corn from March to May and actual farmers planting a lot more corn acres. So keep in mind, we may be preparing ourselves for a big surprise here on June 30th. For Allendale's own estimates, you know what, we said we do not feel that USDA's numbers are USDA's acreage decline they posted two weeks ago will stick. USDA said a 1.5 million acre decline. Our number is more moderate, only a 926,000 acre decline. That puts our number at 91.252 million acres for corn. So a slight increase compared to USDA's recent number. Over on soybeans, we're saying an increase as well, 315,000 acres, puts our number at 76.924. Wheat acres, really still is a bullish issue here. We're suggesting a decline in wheat acres of 1.057 million acres, puts our number at 56.643. But like I said, let's keep in mind here that the fact that 3 of the past 4 years, USDA has increased corn acres in this report to the surprise of the trade. And second issue here is seasonally. Strong evidence that usually in June or early July, we post a peak in this market. So certainly there are some valid questions for all of us to reevaluating our mindset in this market here. Over on livestock, down $1.45 here for cattle. Certainly some profit taking after the past 3 to 4 days of solid gains across the board. As far as news on the cattle, we're still waiting on cash cattle to trade. Bids at 109. Asking prices are still at a pretty hefty 115 to 117. Keep in mind, last week traded 108 and 109. Midday beef report still was stronger, up about $1 to $2 for choice and select beef here. Over on the hogs, down 65 cents. We can note, though, cash hogs did post that very dramatic higher trade yesterday, with cash hog prices up from $3 to $5. We will point out that wholesale pork did have some weakness here yesterday. A secondary issue is there is that kind of correlation which goes in and out of favor between corn and hog prices. Did today's massive liquidation in the corn also has some effect on the hogs, and that could be something we'll have to watch here for the next few days here. But overall main point here for today's discussion, yes, we do have some confusing issues at hand, but let's probably focus on the bigger picture issue, the fact that maybe this June 30th report might be a surprise, and also some of these seasonal factors might even be looking at some further losses on these grain markets here. If you have any questions about what we talked about here today, or more importantly, how you can get more information from what we just talked about here and actually view Allendale's true interpretation of prices, things like that, take a look at our website, take a look at our research products. If you aren't subscribing yet, you're missing out on a whole lot more than you're getting on these daily YouTube updates here. And that website is allendale-inc.com. Our research products are certainly there to help you out, whether you are trading this market, whether you're hedging this market from a buy or sell side. This is Rich Nelson. Have a good trading day and a good trading week.